Y'all, it is 8:10 in the morning, and I have been talking away, chatting away. I've been going for it. I started off with my intro, I was like, oh, you just wait until I share with the More Laughing in the Morning family this morning. I look at the thing, it ain't even recorded. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Is this what the day gonna look like? No, because guess what? I can control the parts of this that I can control. Although I thought I was doing something and I was not doing something, I'm doing it now. We're here now, so the same applies to you. Whatever yesterday looked like, whatever earlier today looked like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna change the course of the day. So I'm here. We here. If you're just waking up, get up, get up, get up. If you've already been up, what's up? But either way, let's go ahead and dance, y'all. But it's time to get, but it's time to get, but it's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. Come on. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. And my knees, ayy. And my knees, ayy. And my knees, ayy. And the only time I'm down is when I dance. In my feet, ayy. In my feet, ayy. In my feet, ayy. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my back now. In my back now. In my back now. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. So come on, everybody, get up. Good morning again. How's that? You feeling better? Huh? We starting off good? We just finished dancing. Hey. It's Thursday. We made it. It may not feel fantastic. It's all right. You got it. We got it. We in here now. We're going to do amazing things today. Let's conquer. Go forth and conquer. Today's episode is entitled Control What You Can Control. I am comedian Allison Moore, and you are watching the More Laughing in the Morning show. Huh? This is a place where we take lifestyle, combine it with some motivation, we infuse it with some comedy, and we serve it first thing in the morning so we can start our day upbeat, so we can be excited, so we can get those energy levels up, so we can be positive. Because listen, if you've been outside or not, it's not much positivity going around here. So this is what I need. I need y'all. And those of you who are watching, good morning. I'm glad that you're here. I am excited about today, not because no other reason other than I have got to say that I'm excited. We have got to affirm ourselves. We have got to be out loud and clear about what it is that we want to see, even if we don't see it, because they trying to take us out around here. At least me anyway. And that's why I'm really excited about today's episode, Control What You Can Control, because I've had to tell myself lately, look, can I just be honest? These people around me crazy. There's a lot of people around here crazy. I'm sure they're around you crazy too. The situation is crazy. Things is just looking like, what in the world? And being a person, I like structure, I like order, I like control, I like a lot of things. I feel like that I'm a great helper. I feel like that I'm the type of person that can solve problems, give answers, and when things are just awry and out of place and unbalanced, I feel like I'm losing it. I've had to tell myself a lot lately, girl, you can control only what you can control. Worry about that. The parts that you are responsible for, just be responsible for that. Everything else is not, that's not your control. Like, I really had to be very intentional to let some things go because I've been taking on too much. And then the things that I am responsible for, I have not been. I am guilty of trying to fix the wrong stuff. Fix the stuff that's assigned to you. How about that? The stuff that you can control that. The stuff that you can't, walk away. And so I want to encourage you to do the same thing, friend. We got to do the same thing. We can't control what these people out here are doing. You can only control what you do in response to it. You can't control what people say about you. You can only control how you really are acting. You can't control. I can go down the list, and I don't want nobody to think is she talking about me? Because I got 17 followers. You start singling yourself out. I'm talking about all of us. How about that? All of us. We need to take care of what we can take care of and relieve ourselves from anything else that's outside of our control. Just be responsible for what we are responsible for and free ourselves of everything else. And as soon as we do so, we'll be a whole lot happier. All right, let's see what we talking about today. We're talking about these governors and reopening these states. We are talking about, okay, if you already read it, slave block debate. Yes, that is a thing. And we got to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But wives, if you are a wife, come on up to the front. Take a seat right here in the front of the studio audience. Wives, come on down to the front. Bring your behind down here to the front because we got to talk to you. Fellas, this is a great place for you to get some popcorn and just chill a minute. And single people, this is a great place for you to not be, what's going on with my situation? Look, y'all, I had put on, look, I was going to put some shoulder out for y'all this morning. I was like, hey, I'm going to get in with the shoulder. I'm going to get in with it. And then I was like, wait, did you lotion your shoulder? Probably not. Because, I mean, like, who's lotioning? Who's lotioning, period, on this coronacation? I'm lotioning only by default because I done started the talk show. So I'm giving you some lubrication. But then it's only in the commonly exposed parts. And a shoulder has not been commonly publicly exposed. So, like, right before I jumped on, I was like, girl, I can't tell if that's ashy. So then I tried to take, because I be lubricating my head, right? My lines. Then I tried to take some. Is that, okay, never mind. Singles, I'm giving you the opportunity to watch from the sideline some of the responsibilities of these wives out here, or the responsibilities that ain't their responsibilities, but we're going to talk about it. So that's exciting, what we're going to talk about today. We got some Virginia's for Lovers news that we're reporting, and then our Loud and Wrong. Listen, Loud and Wrong segment is happening. I've asked a couple of times for you all to, share with me some of your thoughts, what you want to talk about, what you want to do, and most of which y'all have ignored me. You have completely ignored me. But this Loud and Wrong segment, people are like, oh yeah, let's do that. So we're definitely going to do Loud and Wrong. So please email us or send us an inbox, because if you don't want to email, send us an inbox. Just tell us how you have been loud and wrong lately, and we're going to laugh about it. We're going to talk about it. But right now, let's laugh. So you know that I am a stand-up comedian. I really enjoy laughing. I look for opportunities to laugh. My friends always tag me and send me stuff. As this show grows, I'm going to release my petty. Anyway, today, it's not that petty, but good gracious, this is funny. I want to show you this clip that my friend tagged me in yesterday. This is from one of my favorite comedians, Kev on stage. He shared this. His brother is funny, and I want you to laugh too. All right, so let's see. How are we going to do this? Hold it.
This video is an emotional roller coaster. Just watch the whole thing.
I do want to mention one person who was singled out today by Governor Murphy. This young man that you're looking at right there, 26-year-old Jack Allard. We profiled him last month. Michelle Charlesworth with a powerful story. He's a former Ridgewood High School lacrosse star and two-time All-American. Was in a medically induced coma after coming down with a virus after spending time on a ventilator and 5 full weeks in the hospital. The governor today announcing that Jack has died.
It was a long month, but slowly Jack rebounded. And last Thursday, he was clapped out by the doctors and nurses who saved his life as he walked out of the hospital. For Jack and for the hundreds more who have left our hospitals, we are hopeful and optimistic.
I feel horrible. Jack is very much alive. Jack, we love you. And the story Michelle did brought so many people closer to you, and your story closer to all of us again. Jack is alive and back home. He has come home, not in the figurative sense, but in the quite literal sense, and my deepest apologies for that. I was just misread everything, and I apologize, but he is alive, and we are grateful for that.
Fam, I was watching this like, Jack looked like he walking out of the hospital. When did he die? He died, but he was walking out. He lived. He lived. He living. That dude said, Jack has died. Governor, Jack is alive. I feel horrible. Jack is very much alive. Not in the figurative sense. In the literal sense, Jack's heart is beating. His brain is working. His legs are walking. I don't know where I got this information from. Jack is doing well. And they had the zoom in picture, and that's what threw you off. You zoom in slow, that means they didn't make it. When you zoom in slow in the picture, man, it could have been me. It should have been. That's Jack right now. He's a Clark brother. It should have been me. If it wasn't for the blood, it could have been me. Come on. It should have been me. They said I was dead. The doctors did all they could do. They announced my death on the news program, but God had a different plan. He healed the baby. He supplied all my needs. I feel bad for that newscaster because I know he feels terrible. And also, what is going on with the closed captioning? This thing is in English, Spanish, Portuguese. It's going ham. This closed caption is like, look, man, I don't know what language is. Jack's alive, Jack's dead. I'm going to tell it to you in 3.
Listen, when that brother said, it could have been me, done. He took me out. So let's go on to our Coffee and Coronication. So Coffee and Coronication segment is where we talk about current events, trending news over coffee. So before y'all, right, like if this is your first time watching our show, thank you very much. The More Laughing in the Morning show will soon one day be a talk show. We're going to be on TV somewhere. Me and our crew. Okay, you did not ask for that early 2000s to come out like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anywho, thank you for watching. Well, those that have been on the journey, you know, the Coffee and Coronication part, I thought it was a brilliant idea that I get up and go walk on over to my little cupboard that I curated for y'all to see with my 4 mugs and get some coffee, pour it, and talk. I'm like, oh, that's clever. Every time I'm almost burning myself, I almost knocked the coffee pot over. It's way more stress than what I need to be stressed. Like, girl, sit down somewhere. If the purpose is to show these people that you got a coffee mug, just tell them you got a coffee mug. So this is what I'm doing. Look, I got a new coffee mug. Celebrate the smoke. Hold on, wait. I hit my elbow. Give me a minute. This is the face of pain. This is why I don't need to be having a coffee mug and anything else like you. I just don't need objects. I'm by myself. I need to be very minimal because I am an accident waiting to happen. Anywho, so I got this coffee mug that I was so excited about sharing with you all, and we're going to kill all of that other stuff because I don't need to get up till I get people in this studio to help me. They can throw me the mug. I can catch it. And they like, you know, I need bumpers all around me. Anyway, whatever. So we're talking about current events and trending news. So I looked, because I'm researching with credible sources so we can discuss what's going on without the negativity, because I don't want to be all depressed and sad, and I know that you all don't either. We ain't got time for that, but we do need to know what's going on. So these governors around here, they going through, ain't they going through. It looks like that Georgia, y'all leading the pack on reopening your state this weekend. Now, we can joke about it or not, but I know that is bringing a lot of people into anxiety. Like, a lot of people are just really uncomfortable by it, and etc. Look, control what you can control. If you're in Georgia, you can't control what everybody else is doing. You just respond to it. Just for you in your house, y'all either stay your butt in the house, or you go out and be smart while you're out doing what you need to do. Boom. Like, don't let somebody else's decisions, don't let other people's, even though it impacts us, because we can't control it, you just don't need to let that add to your stress, add to your anxiety, add to any depression. We ain't got time for that. We got worlds to conquer. Go forth. We conquering out here. All right. So, and the rest of us, we watching y'all from the sideline like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Cause look, if y'all show, I mean, I'm not a, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. Clearly, you knew that, right? However, if this work out, I'm ready to come out of punishment. I mean, not for real, but you know, I'm not trying to get sick. I got people with asthma and stuff up in my house. We ain't got time for that. But if y'all the lab rats that go out and it worked, because our governor had a little press conference recently, and it was like talking about we might not be open July 4th. I'm like, okay, now hold on now. We keep pushing it out now. We pushing the date back. So anyway, let me tell y'all something. In my little news research and stuff, sometimes I find things and I'm like, are you serious? And this caption, you're reading it right. I like how the people say, right here. Clearly I can't see that, but am I pointing right? Right here. Slave block debate. That's a real thing. In my very own Virginia. Now, the Virginia Ends for Lovers segment is all about highlighting things that is excellent, amazing, all things Virginia. But, you know, it's not Virginia specific. You know, if you're in a different state and you want to shout out what your state is doing, not you, Georgia, but other people, then you are more than welcome to share it. We'll share it here. We love it. You know, we give love. Virginia is for lovers. But Virginia, we got our own little unique situation. We were the first, I'm not even proud of that. We were the first state to have slaves. Like, I'm not even proud about it. But the reason why we're talking about it is because while I was looking for other stuff, I found that, and this is kind of old news because it was like last month or whatever, where the city of Fredericksburg, we've been going through for a long time. Apparently there was an auction block or a slave block, so you know, where they literally had slaves being auctioned 100 years ago, which is not that long ago, on these blocks that's still sitting on the corner of Washington and somebody. And people are like, yo, that got to go. We don't need this here. And the city of Fredericksburg has been fighting it and protesting it because they want that statue, that block, to stay there. They feel like it's monumental, it's historic, it should have its place. And just recently, had the higher authorities decided, all right, we're going to move it. They're going to move it into a museum. The city of Fredericksburg tried to sue the people. They even tried to I'm just like, wow, this is 2020. Why are we having this conversation? The reason why it bothers me so is because I look at the difference in how certain situations are treated. And let's look at Michael Vick, for example. I surely don't want to be bringing this brother. I know he's like, if y'all don't stop talking about me. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. You ain't probably watching this anyway. But so listen, if he were, or if anybody were to have the home in which he used to have dog fights and things memorialized, because that was hey, we got from our area of town, we got somebody going to the NFL. We said it was historic that he made so much press and coverage in Virginia, and they would have a fit. People would have a whole fit. Like, how are you bringing this to how are we celebrating? How are we appreciating all of this grotesque activity that happened to animals? Yet, we feel like that this auction block, this slave block, is a beautiful piece of, or it deserves to stay there as a monument, as a part of history. We know what happened. We don't need that reminder. I don't know. That's just weird. What do y'all think about that? What do you think? Do you think that slave blocks, auction blocks, do you think that they should be presented as if it's something historic, or should they just be demolished? How do you process history? Like, especially history that we're not proud of, or history that is so hurtful and attached to so much trauma and pain. What do you think that we should do? Do you erase it? Do you not? Who determines that? How should it go down? I'm really interested in hearing about you. I know you're like, for real, is that what we talking about? Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just interesting to me. I thought it might be interesting to you. Okay? I'm sorry. I tell y'all to send me in stuff. You don't send me in stuff, we got to talk about slaves and auction blocks. Next, we're going to move on to our This Time Next Year segment. I'm really excited about this segment because I got a homie that came on to be an interview guest. Is that the right way to say that? That's a part of being a guest, a part of the show. I need a teleprompter. For Christmas, I want a teleprompter. The other thing is I want a person to control the teleprompter. The other thing is you're going to have to see how they can... Nick Sunshine Ellis is the founder of the Wives Prayer Group. So the Wives Prayer Group is a group, a community of women that come together and they encourage each other in wifedom. So I asked Nick to come on board and we just had a conversation because there's just a lot of different opinions about the role of a wife, the responsibility of a wife. And as this week we've been talking about taking responsibility, and then today we're talking about control what you can control, I thought it was super fitting to share that conversation with you as people who are married are trying to figure out which part of the atmosphere, the world, the other people around me, my life, am I truly responsible for? So I'm excited to share with you what Nick's perspective of it is and what they got going on in their crew. Turn it over to you, chat. I don't know who chat is. You know what, guys? No, that's not looking like Nick. Do you see Nick? I don't see Nick either. You want to know why I don't see Nick? Because it looks like that Nick's little interview is not in here. So, we're going to say some more technical difficulties. Thank you, Nick. All right, so here's what just happened. What just happened is her video ain't up here. So if her video is not in here, I can't play her video. Yeah, that is about terrible. So, what do you do when those types of technical difficulties happen? We're going to show this video. Let me tell you why we're going to show this video. We're going to show this video because I edited this video for like 2 hours. And Nick and I talked about it. And she gave some really dope tips. But it ain't going to happen today because it's not up here on my little situation. So I can control what I can control. I cannot control that this video is not here. I can control that we can move on. Y'all want to watch it tomorrow? All right, well, we're going to watch it tomorrow. Sorry, Nick. Tune in tomorrow. All right, look. We got a communication project. This is what I would like for you to do. One of the things that came out of our designing and developing today's episode was my house is losing its mind, right? For real. It's just, it's everybody. Me. And I need some order, some whatever, like, you know, each week I'm like, okay, I got a system, I got a schedule, I got a process. I'm like, I got these kids, right? I go to bed, they tear my house up when I'm asleep. They know I got a show in the morning, they don't clean up. They just mean. I would wake up and start screaming and hollering, but then I don't want to give y'all that energy. I don't want to be like, good morning and welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. I don't want to do that. This is positive vibes only. So I decided that, you know, I got to etch out a whole nother part of my world, be a little more organized, take my own advice, control what I can control. And that was one of my projects that I was going to do this weekend. I've also spoken to quite a few friends that are talking about, you know, girl, I need to be using this time to clean out the garage, to do this, to do that. I see a lot of you all who have been doing your communication projects, organizing stuff, getting those things that you said you were, projects that you put out for a long time that you're getting to it. I have not, that wave of inspiration has not come to me. Now I've been doing other things, but projects around the house is just not happening. So I committed to doing it this weekend. And I want to invite anybody who is like me, who needs to do some stuff in the house, who can benefit from taking care of a project in your house or, you know, in your car or whatever. Let's knock it out this weekend. But for anyone who has already taking care of something, feeling pretty good, been productive at home, do me a favor. Send me an email of before and after pictures of your projects. Tomorrow is our Fun Friday that we're having with our fans. So we're going to do some really fun things, and we're going to have some giveaways. One of the giveaways that we're going to do is going to come from the pictures that you send me from before and after. So send it to us in our messenger, send it to us in YouTube. This is uploaded in YouTube as well. Email us at morelaughingam@gmail.com. Let us see your before and after pictures. And so we want to give you some, because you are inspiration. And also want to share those pictures for those of us who need to look at them and say, okay, girl, I could do this. I was smart. I was kind. I was important. I got this detached garage that I'm going to get to. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to do it. Whew. I'm having anxiety thinking about it. I'm also having anxiety about the fact that this video is not in here in my slideshow. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Let me just check one more time. We're on a commercial break. That's the commercial break music. It's really not there. Got to be more careful. I'm sorry. I'm so upset about that. I think my nose running. I will wipe it, but then y'all gonna be all in your feelings. One lady talking about keep your hand out your face in my comments one time. Keep your hands out your face. Girl, bye. It's my face. It's my hands. It's gonna be in my face. I am not in Walmart. I'm in my kitchen. I'll wash my hands. Or not. In my kitchen. I'll wash my hands in my kitchen. But good Lord, I want to do this. I think it's my nerves. So next, let's talk about Allison on the Hampton Roads show, Wavy. Yesterday, I shared with you that I did an interview on Wavy and that it was going to air today. I told you that if I talked about it, that was because I would like for you to watch it. If I didn't mention it, that's because I did something like I just did today. Here's the thing. Yeah, I managed to not have that interview go the way that I thought it was going to go in my mind. But I'm still telling you about it because we're family. We win together. We lose together. So tune in today for the interview. But I just want you to hear from me first. You already know I got my own little issues and challenges, okay? I talk too much. I get it. I'm working on it. By the time this is on TV, I'll do better. I try to break it up with interviews, but you see, that didn't work today. So yesterday, the interview is it's like 4 minutes. I mean, these interviews are short. They ask you your questions, and then they get off the phone. Well, because it's on social media, or, like we did it through one of these type of platforms, the way that they did it, they don't have anybody sitting there so that you can not be distracted. Because if you're looking at the camera, that's different from you looking at yourself. You want to look at yourself, but looking at the camera. Okay, right? So they'll move so that you're not tempted to look at the screen where there's nobody at, and then it's not appealing for the viewers on the other end. Does that make sense? I wish I knew what you were saying. Well, so anyway, so I don't see anybody. I'm just talking to this camera, but I'm listening to them ask me questions. So your girl talking, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm about to make the More Laughing in the Morning family proud. Okay. So I'm out here. So I'm talking and asking me questions. And before I knew it, she was like, all right, so we have a couple of seconds. I'm like, wait, I'm just getting started. I didn't even get my point out. So, when you watch this, don't y'all teddy me. Don't you talk about, she's doing too much and she ain't stick to the point. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, I tried. I was feeling it. I was excited. I was nervous. I was whatever. I don't even know if I don't know what I talked about. That time went by quick. I'm like, okay, so we have a couple of seconds, and where can we find you? All right, thank you. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But, control what I can control. What I can control is I'm going to watch this video today with you all at 11 o'clock on Wavy, the Hampton Roads show, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then it's going to come back on Fox News at 2. So I'm going to watch it with you all. And then tonight, after I upload the video from today into tomorrow's, then I am going to watch a masterclass on interviewing techniques and probably cry a little bit, eat something I ain't got no business eating, and start all over again tomorrow. Yeah? Okay. All right, I love y'all peeps. Let's see what else we got. Let's do our credits. Thank you for watching. I didn't even tell y'all that this is coming to an end. This is coming to an end. What an interesting day so far. The More Lifing in the Morning Show team, special thanks to Richard Press, Sheree James, Rosalind Gervin, Amara Diaz, Laura Kinsey, Paris Boynes. Name is not on that screen. Paris, why you ain't never oh my gosh, this is we need a team meeting. Matter of fact, we got a team meeting. No, we got a team meeting on Thursday. So write in your comments and tell us how we doing. Remember, today we got focused on controlling what we can control. I mean, things just, real life is real life, y'all. We have no control over the fact that we are affected by a pandemic. We have no control over the fact that, you know, what your job is doing, what the economy is doing, we don't have control over it. So we can't stress over that stuff. Let's apply some of the techniques that we learned earlier in this week. If you didn't see Tuesday's episode with the mental health therapist, Dominique, please check out that episode. I think that's episode 7. She gave us some great techniques about de-stressing and relaxing. On Monday, Gladys Henderson Williams, she gave us some techniques for our small businesses, ways that we can prepare and things like that. Yesterday, we got some techniques from Jeannie, who shared with us, you know, just some suggestions of what we could do to support small businesses. Like, let's do the things that we can do. Go read a book, drink some wine or hard liquor. I mean, you know, the ABC store is still open and everything. Pray. Probably should have started with prayer first. And then don't stress out. Watch this Wavy TV episode with me, interview with me. See, let's go find some comedy. Like, make yourself laugh. Keep yourself. Be responsible for your peace. Be responsible for your joy. Be responsible for putting yourself in spaces mentally, emotionally that keep you upbeat and happy. This will be over very soon. As soon as this episode is over. That's what I'm telling myself. It's gonna be over soon. But this coronavirus, this pandemic, your situation, you know, maybe you got other things going on at home that's just whack. I get it. This too shall pass. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So keep your head up. We got this. Let's learn, grow, repeat. I am comedian Allison Moore. Your conference is coffee. Virginia's comedian. A real motivational speaker. Real emphasis on the real part. Motivational speaker, coolest cornball you'll ever meet, and everybody's hype girl. Today I'm gonna go hype myself up. I love y'all. Peace.
But it's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. Come on. I'm up.
calm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.